Today, we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Questions every single should ask themselves before they say, I do. I'm sure you are wondering, what are those questions? Do I even really need to ask myself questions? Yes, you do. Why? Because you just don't enter into anything, be it a business, be it a career, be it even going to school, without asking yourself some questions. So those are the questions we'll be diving into. And I'm not alone. I'm with a friend, a sister, and her name is Ann Naman. Welcome, Ann Naman. And Ann Naman is a very interesting lady. She wears many hats. She is first and foremost a consultant training in human resource. And also she's a mother and a wife, a mother of 3 handsome boys. And I was talking to her, we need a girl. And also she is a coach, relationship expert coach, and also she's a psychologist. So welcome, Ann, to this program today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cathy. Thank you for inviting me here.
You're very welcome. We're excited to have you here.
Okay.
And so we're going to start with questions singles need to ask themselves. And the reason why I decided we should start with this topic is because I've seen a lot of mess when it comes to relationships. And when I ask some singles some questions about themselves, about the reasons why they're getting married, about the person they are marrying, and so many, they seem not to really have a grasp of the important questions, self-reflection they need to ask themselves. So I want to ask you, what is the first pertinent question a person, be it a young man or a young lady, should ask themselves before thinking of getting married?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cathy.
You're welcome.
I think the very, very first question a person should ask herself or himself before you get married is, am I ready for this marriage?
Yeah.
Am I ready to settle down? Am I ready to stay with this stranger and start a life with? Am I ready?
I like that.
Yeah, to wake up in the morning and wake up next to someone whom you've never, grown up with. This is someone who has his own characters, or this is the lady who has her own characters. Am I ready for that? Am I ready to carry the problems that person is carrying? Am I ready to be happy? Am I ready to cry? Am I ready to handle challenges? Am I ready to face in-laws? There's so many things. So am I ready? That is the question. Yes.
Am I ready? And you mentioned something. Am I ready for the challenges ahead?
Yes.
Because many of the singles, let me just put it like that, they think that marriage is happily ever after. So they don't ask themselves these hard questions.
Yeah.
Hawajiti kamkutano.
The excitement,
the euphoria of getting married. Oh, we are so in love. And yet, there are things that will happen in the marriage when you're not emotionally ready, when you are not psychologically ready, you cannot be able to face them.
Yes.
So, yes, I do agree with you that emotional preparation, spiritual preparation, psychological should be there.
Yeah.
Because when we don't do that, we end up having a lot of problems, and we end up not being prepared to handle the challenges that come.
Exactly. Because when someone is like, if you're to get married and someone is asking you, are you ready to get married right now? The first question, the first pause is like, if a guy is proposing to a lady, some ladies do refuse the proposal because they understand themselves. Self-awareness.
Yes.
They know who they are.
Yes.
Maybe they're not ready for the marriage. They're not ready to face those challenges. They're not ready to start, staying with that person that time. So you see, like, if a guy is proposing to a lady and the lady is saying no or wait, that means that lady understands herself. So that lady knows why she is supposed to get married. And when she says no, she knows why she's saying no, because she's not ready to get into marriage. But nowadays, in this generation, most people are excited to get married because some of them, it's because they want to get married to show their friends that they are married.
That's true.
Some of them, it's because of societal pressure.
Yes.
Societal pressure, like, in our culture, people are supposed to get married by 22 or 23, In our culture, I'm supposed to be a grandmother right now. And you still pressure, societal pressure from parents, society, and all that. So getting married is something that this generation should know, that you don't just get married to excite other people, not because you want to show off. It's not all about I'm late, I'm getting late, or it's not all about the pressure for the society, but they should be ready.
So marriage
They should be trained.
preparation.
Marriage preparation is something that we are failing to tell our children and our generation right now, that you need to be prepared to get married.
Yeah.
And the preparation should not just be for one day. It's something that it's supposed to be, something that goes on.
It's a lifelong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. So number one is prepared. How prepared am I?
Yeah.
How prepared am I? Emotionally, mentally, psychologically, spiritually. And I think the next question could be, why do I want to get married?
Yeah.
There are very many reasons why people get married. All the wrong reasons, right? So why are you getting married? I've asked that question to many young people who I come across. I ask them, why are you getting married? And people, one say, so that I can have children, to start a family. And the other one says, so that I can stop being lonely. I'm tired of being lonely. And all those are wrong reasons. So I want you to shed more light that when somebody wants to get married, when they ask themselves, why do they want to get married? What are the things that are entailed in that question? Why should they be wanting to get married?
Okay. When you're getting married, there are so many reasons, personal reasons as to why you want to get married. And one of the most important one right now is it for companionship? It's for companionship.
Yes.
This is someone that, in thick and thin, you're still together because it's for companionship. Most people are getting married because they want to, maybe this is a guy who has a lot of money and maybe he's wealthy, rich, whatever. So this girl is just getting married to this guy because of material, materialistic. She's just trying to get married because she knows there are some places she'll be covered financially and all that. But are you friends?
Yeah.
Are you friends before you get married? Are you friends?
Yeah.
Are you going to get into that relationship, into that marriage, and then you start regretting because this guy will never be there for you when you need him? Because you just gotten into this relationship because of his money.
Yeah.
And the moment this guy knows it's about money, he'll give you the money. But what about the love? What about companionship? What about the cry, the shoulder? You need that guy to, you need a shoulder to cry on. So companionship should be the first priority because you need to be,
as a reason why we are getting married.
Yeah.
Right? And what other question, and concerning what should singles also ask themselves?
Okay. Apart from preparation, mostly it's about preparation.
Yeah, it's about preparation.
And preparation is a bit wide because it has segments.
Yeah.
So segments, you have to ask about, am I ready to share my life with this person? Am I ready to share my finances with this person in future? Am I ready to share my dreams with this person?
Let's talk about the financial part of it.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. I've met so many people that tell me they don't know what their husbands earn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was with another guy who said he has no idea what his wife earns. She has her own, she has a job. He has a job. They don't talk about finances. If she wants something, she asks him for it. He pays the bill, but they never ever disclose their finance. What do you think about that?
They failed from the stage one.
Exactly.
When they failed somewhere, is because before you're supposed to enter into a marriage, you have to discuss the finances. With your partner. In courtship, you're supposed to share about your finances, because if they don't share, once you get into a marriage and maybe somehow there's a cut of finances somewhere, no one will understand. There will be a rift. Why? It's because you did not open up how much you're earning. This person is coming with a lot of expectations in this marriage. Probably the lady is assuming this guy is getting a lot of money. And then you enter into a marriage and you find that this guy does not have the money you thought he has. Because now responsibilities are there. The moment you start getting babies, you know, there's a lot of responsibilities. You have to take care of the baby, you have to buy diapers, you have to, maybe you're paying bills like rent and all that. So that is where now it starts crashing. And now it starts, you know, you start now opening your eyes and like, wow, so this guy never had enough money that I thought. Those are expectations that you had high expectations, but you never discussed about it from the first stage. So it is very, very important for you to discuss about finances in courtship, so that you know if he is earning 100,000 and I'm earning 60,000, when you put together our finances, what can we do with this money? What is our money going to do? Are we going to combine the money and do investments, or what are you going to handle and what am I going to handle? It is a good way to see even whether the guy is serious, because sometimes when you start talking about money, you get to know that this guy is serious or not. Is he free to share with you what he has, or is she, the lady, free to share with what he has? So finances is one of the most important things that you need to discuss just before you get married, because it will definitely affect you in future. It will. So what if this guy or the lady loses the job while you're in a marriage? How are you going to handle that?
That's true.
And that is where now all hell breaks loose. That is now where everyone starts now the drama.
That's true. Because finances happens to be among the top reasons why marriages break. And as you have rightfully said, people are not, they shy away from discussing about finances. Others are so selfish, they don't want their, you know, it's like
to disclose
what they're earning for whatever reasons. But I believe it is the wrong reason, because once you're getting married to somebody, you should be willing to talk about finances. You should be willing to disclose, you know, how much you're earning. You should be willing to ask yourself, are you ready to share your money? Because you are sharing. You know,
this you're becoming one.
Exactly. This issue of the woman's money is my money and the man's money is our money is really, it doesn't work. So that question is very important, that am I willing to talk about finances? Am I willing to share what I earn as an individual? And also the question of finances on budgets. What are our budgets? What are our expectations on when we enter? Who's paying what? Am I willing to go down? Because let me tell you, and it's not that easy to talk about finances.
Let me tell you something, like maybe for instance you get this gentleman is supporting, maybe let me assume family. When you're getting, now you're courting and you're now ready to settle down as a marriage, you need to share with your spouse, to, you know, with your partner, that I am supporting my mother with this much, or my father with this much. So once you get married, don't be shocked when the money is being sent at home, because you'll be like, why do you send money? But I've been sending all this well. You know, you're not supposed to stop what you've been doing just because you're married. Because you've been sending your mom money at home, 10,000 per month, and you're getting married, it should not stop you to send money at home because you're married.
That's true.
So this lady has to come into this relationship knowing that, yes, my man is sending home this money, and maybe the lady also is sending some money at home. So once you share about your finances, even if you're getting married, there'll be no rift.
No, they will.
Once the man's sending money, you know very well that there's money that is being sent home. There's this money that is being paid for this bill and this loan or something. So it will be very easy to, you know, to flow.
To flow.
But the moment you know, okay, my man is getting 100,000, but the man has not shared that I'm sending this much, and this much here. So she's coming with expectation, knowing these 100K will be coming to
me.
Yes.
It's true.
So once you find that out of 100K, it's only 60 that is remaining for us to budget, you're like, where is the 40?
Exactly. That's because they never spoke about it.
So the first month, the second month, the third month, the lady will be quiet. But it will reach a moment where she'll explode. And now you'll start having issues because we never discussed this idea, this thing from the word.
We never asked each other the questions, the tough questions, you know?
Yes, those tough questions. Yes, they're tough. And I don't know, but there's some societies, there are cultures that people don't disclose because they feel that male chauvinism.
Chauvinism.
So they assume that I am not supposed to share what I earn because I'm a man.
I'm a man. Exactly.
Yeah, so
actually, that's a very,
I
very
cannot
hindering
share
factor.
what
Yes.
I like. They believe women are lesser beings, so they cannot share. But now this one, with this generation, you have to share because we have to bring money on the table.
Exactly. Everyone has to do their part.
Yeah.
It's no longer the man is the only one who can do, can be the breadwinner. These roles now have been exchanged kind of, because that's how the society is. So yes, finances should be spoken about. You should ask yourself the tough questions and also, of course, discuss these things. Yeah, because it helps you not to have problems in the future. Yeah, thank you very much. I think another question somebody needs to ask themselves is about children.
Yeah.
People enter marriage thinking that having children is automatic, thinking that starting a family will do it as it comes. When they come, they come. But I think one of the very important questions one should ask themselves is, do I want children? You'll be surprised that there are women these days who don't want children.
Yes, they make decisions.
Exactly. So if you say, you should ask yourself, do I want children? And if yes, how many and when?
Yes.
Because there's this idea that people have that once they get married, they should start having children immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my view as a lady. But what about the other person? You understand? So I should first deal with me. Do I want children? And if I want children, how many? And if I want children, and I say two, when? Is it immediately after the marriage, or I should give myself 2 years or 3 years or whatever time? Because it's very, very important to first have this conversation with yourself.
Very, very important, because you see, when you're courting, there's that lovey-dovey, you love one another. There's that excitement that you have. So you need to discuss about the children, whether you're getting children or not. Just be clear. Tell your guy that, yes, I want kids or not. Maybe, these ladies of nowadays, they don't want to spoil their physiques. But discuss with your spouse, with your partner. If it's about kids, know how many are they, maybe 2 or 3. Discuss and just come to an agreement that, yes, maybe we might get 2. And if too many, 3, you've discussed that. Then when do we expect these children?
Exactly.
Once you know why, there's a reason as to why you should get some time to get kids. The reason as to why it's like that is because you need to give yourself time. Once you get married, don't get children immediately, with reasons. Reason number 1.
Yes.
This guy has come from his own background. You coming from your background. You meeting together. You've just started staying together. You need to learn one another first.
Exactly.
Get to understand your wife. Let the wife get to understand the husband. The husband-wife part. Get to click as a couple, like a year or so. Know his anger. Know why he gets angry. The way he reacts when he's mad. The way she reacts when she's mad. Get to understand that sequence.
Yeah.
Once 1 year is done, or 2, now even if you get a baby, babies come with different moods.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. When a woman is pregnant, you'll have changes in the body.
Yeah.
You'll have
imbalances.
hormonal imbalances. You'll have anger. You'll have, mood swings. So can you imagine, this guy has seen this beautiful, cute chick.
Exactly.
And you've been so nice to him all this while. And you're getting married immediately. And then after 2-3 months, she's already pregnant and her attitude has changed. You have not come to understand that she's the sweet girl she's still the sweet girl that you knew. It's only that she's going through a process of pregnancy that has changed this woman. So the moment the lady is pregnant, immediately she'll have her own mood swings, and all those demands that pregnant women always have, which is very good. And it's a beautiful journey.
Yes, it
that
is.
Every man has to understand that it's a beautiful journey. So if this man has not understood the sweetness of the wife before the babies,
there'll be a lot of misunderstanding. This man will be like,
wow, this is a demon I married. Not understanding that this woman is sweet. It's only that she's going through a period of pregnancy.
And there's the hormones which you can't control. Exactly.
So that is when you find that stage 1 year, she's pregnant already. There are so many fights in the house. cases calls back at home.
Yeah.
This woman, this
Yeah,
wife,
this man,
I don't
this
want to
man,
get married.
this
This
man.
man does not understand me. This man, I thought he loved me. And all those things will start, the waters will be very, very chaotic.
Yeah, I think that's something that really singles need to really take into consideration about kids, you know, and you should, it's something you read first and foremost need to talk about it with yourself.
Yeah.
Because as you rightfully put it, there will be changes. Your
So
body
many.
will change, and there will be so many hormonal imbalances, emotions brought about by that. So if you had not known yourself before, if you had not gotten to know each other, then there would be a lot of chaos. So actually, there's, as much as society has pressure, parents are pressuring you, what's happening, it's between the two of you.
Yes.
It should not be a pressure that you give into, because the marriage is between the two people. So it is very important to talk about your to yourself, think about it, pray about it. Do I want children? And if I want children, how many and when? And I think on the children factor, we can also discuss about how involved will we let our parents be, our family, in bringing up the children. Why do I say this? You know, we come from an African culture.
Yes.
They will want the mother-in-law or your mother will want to come when you give birth to help you, or your sisters to come and help you.
Yes.
I think it's good for you as an individual to decide, how involved will I get my family? How involved will I get the parents or the siblings of my intended? Because there kizungu mkuti comes. Somebody comes and stays 3 months.
Yeah.
Na wezi mwambia aende because excuse ni mtoto. So how do you think people should navigate that? Because it's becoming an issue actually.
And you know that one is now dealing with in-laws, yeah?
Yeah.
Dealing with in-laws is another topic of its own. Dealing with in-laws is another topic of its own, because this is an in-law, remember, who has come in the house.
With a good, clean heart.
Yes, with a very clean heart, and is very excited because there's a newborn. There's a grandchild that has come, you know. And as a wife, the mother of the baby, in the African culture, you'll have to embrace that. Yes, I know sometimes it might be annoying and all that, but again, discuss with your spouse and know the duration that the in-law is going to stay in that house. Once you know when, maybe like, is it a month? Is it 2 weeks? Is it... Personally, I had mine, and like with my kids, I had mine, but mine was just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Each child. 2 weeks, each child. Wow. So it is because...
You had already made up your mind and you discussed it.
I had discussed it. Yeah. But again, it's not like I told her to go. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So you have advanced.
Yes, my mother-in-law is a modern mother, and she knows what she wants. So when she came like 2 weeks. And then she was like, I need to take my flight back home.
What about Anne? If you encounter an in-law that is not modern like your own, amekuja 2 weeks, 3 weeks, what can we tell that? And you know, when you've given birth, there are also a lot of emotions.
Exactly.
You understand?
PTSD,
I'm telling you. So
post-traumatic stress disorders, yeah?
So how can we advise this young mother who has come, she's given birth, and she needs her space? Here are the in-laws, maybe the sister to the husband, the mother to the husband, your own. How do you handle that?
Okay. So the only person who will help you, you can handle them, but the only person who will help you content with them is your husband as a woman. Do not bring rifts between you and your in-laws. Let your husband speak to them in a good way that they may see. It's not like it is you pushing him to say that. Because at times, when I, like a girl, tell my mother-in-law that, Mama, when are you going back home?
Wow.
In the African context, it will look like a very bad statement.
Yeah.
So the only thing you'll need to do is let your husband talk to your mother-in-law about the duration in advance.
In advance.
In advance.
Yeah.
So that when she comes in your house, even if she's extending, let it be a week of an extension. Probably because of 1 to 3, but let it be maybe an extension of a week.
Not a forever
after
thing.
the timing that you have agreed. Because some of them will come and even stay. And some in-laws, like sister-in-laws or something, may come and stay forever.
I'm telling you.
And then you're just newly married. You need to know one another. You need to have time with your spouse and your child and your baby. And they're there. And you know they're not only there to help you, but they're also there as monitoring you.
Yeah,
they're
there's that point.
Who you are.
Yes, and how you are treating their brother.
How you're treating their brother.
Or how you're treating their sister.
In the culture, in the African culture, they expect you to wake up and prepare food. And remember, you've just gotten a new baby. So you cannot do all that work because, you know, you need to heal your back. You need to heal. So it's something that they should come in knowing that your husband has already spoken to them. My wife has to rest for the 3 months. So if you're to come, let her rest. Don't involve her in work. Don't expect her to come and do this for you. Don't expect my wife to wake up and, you know, tell you that your water is ready. Can you go and No, those are not the things that come in expecting that my wife is there to rest for the 3 months as you come to help.
Wow.
So that you can avoid issues.
So the man has a part, a very big role
to play. And that is where we mess.
Yeah.
Because if the man has not advancedly informed the mother, the mother will come with a lot of expectations.
Yeah. 1 week, 1 month, 2 months.
Ataka, not expect sasa the girl to be doing everything. It's like opposite.
So why actually do they? Let me now bring in a controversial question. Why should I go to my daughter-in-law and expect that she's the one who will do everything, and I've gone there with the idea that I'm going to help her kushika mtoto? How does that work?
Some of them will come for 1 week. They'll help you clean the baby and all that. You know, 1 week. Then 2 weeks, ish. 3rd week you'll be the one to do everything. Wake up, clean the house, cook for them maybe breakfast. She wants her favorite meal. She's in her son's house, yeah? Remember that. So another thing is maybe you can involve a housemaid. If you can afford, involve a housemaid so that you don't bring a lot of issues in this marriage. So that when she wants to wake up in the morning and find water ready and all that, well and good. Yeah. It's something that you have to discuss with your spouse earlier so that it does not affect you. Yeah.
Wow, that is very eye-opening. In-laws it can be a murky waters to discuss, but they are part of who we are. So
yeah, we are. We are also
and
soon
we are
becoming
Africans.
in-laws.
I know.
Maybe shall be better.
Maybe we'll do a better job. You know, and it's very important. These are pertinent questions. They're very important questions we need to ask ourselves, and also in the process also ask our intended, so that we will clear off some issues that can happen in the future, so that we can be able to handle issues as they come up, you know. And I think I would like us to discuss one more thing here about expectation and responsibilities. I think it's important before you get married as a single, whether it's a man or a woman, to ask yourself, what are my expectations from this marriage? Because people enter marriage with very high expectations.
Yes.
And I think the first thing is you ask yourself, what are my expectations? So that will guide you to the type of spouse you will choose. Because if you choose, if your expectations are to be bought a car, to have a 4-bedroom house, blah, 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 to have a man who will take care of all your needs, very unrealistic expectation anyway, then you marry somebody who is middle, you know, then definitely that marriage is bound to have problems. It's
not going to work out.
Yeah. What do you think about that, about expectations? Questions to ask yourself about expectations.
Questions to ask about your expectations are, just before you get married, is you need to have room for disappointment.
Nice. I like that. Room for disappointment.
Yes. You need to have room for disappointment, because yes, you'll have high expectations. You'll have expectations, whether they are high or not. But going into this relationship, into this marriage, your expectations might not be met. So you have to ask yourself questions like, what if they are not met? What will I do? But you have to be intentional. You know, marriage is about you being intentional that it has to work. So if those expectations are not met, what else can you do so that that marriage can still work?
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to have those extremely high expectations, because there's room for disappointment. You might expect 1 and it comes out 3, which is double, extremely. And then you might have low expectations and then it overperforms. So you need to have room for improvement, and do not have, just have realistic ones. Realistic expectations, so that you don't get hurt at the end of the day in that marriage, or you don't walk out of the marriage because it was not what you expected to be.
I like that. Have room. Have room for disappointments. Have room for, you know, because
and
we are
how
human,
to handle
and handle them. Yeah,
how to
prepare
handle
yourself
that
on how to
yes.
handle them. I think that's very important, because many times we have expectations, but we don't give room for maybe disappointment, and how do we handle the disappointment? And I think that is where now the problem lies, you know.
Yeah.
And then now, when we are still on that question, responsibilities, you know, it's important to tell yourself or talk to yourself about, what is my responsibility in this marriage? There's one thing I want to say. Many times we enter into marriage with the mindset that it's my responsibility to make my spouse happy. I've had so many times that, oh, she didn't make me happy, he didn't make me happy. What do you think about that? Is it my responsibility to make my spouse happy?
No. It is your responsibility to make yourself happy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to choose. Do you want to be happy? It is your responsibility to assume some hurting words to make yourself happy. It is not my responsibility to make my husband happy.
Wow.
It is my responsibility to make sure we have harmony.
And the harmony will bring happiness, of course. Okay.
But do not expect me to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. The first priority is, are you happy?
Yourself,
right?
You
know, most of the time, most of the people go, you know, like right now, what I'm, as I talk to friends and all that who are married like me, they're saying that they do a lot of things for their spouses until they forget themselves. So what about you? Don't you love yourself? You have to make yourself happy first. Then when you are happy, your spouse will be like, oh, wow, so my wife is like this. So he'll have to flow.
Yeah.
It will flow, definitely. It will flow. Because there's no way I can try to make you happy. And personally, I'm not happy.
I'm not happy.
So why are we married then? Why are we spouses? Why are we having, you know, companionship? It's all about, first start with yourself.
Taking personal responsibilities.
Personal responsibilities.
What makes you happy.
Initiatives. Then from there, now you can extend it to your partner.
That's true.
Because if you carry hate, definitely your partner will receive hate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If you carry the joy in you, your partner will receive the joy. But if you're carrying anger, bitterness, and pain in you, your partner will experience the wrath of you. So you start with yourself.
Personal responsibility.
Personal responsibility. When you're getting married, just decide that I will make myself happy in this marriage, because it is intentional.
Yes. Yes.
I'm getting into this thing and I intend to be happy.
Wow.
No matter what come may. Whether it's in season,
yes,
or out of season.
Yeah. I think the last thing I want us to discuss is, I think the other question a person should, before they get married, ask themselves is, what are my non-negotiables? What are the things that I will not negotiate on this? I'll not negotiate this. What are some of the things that should be non-negotiable?
Joy.
Joy.
No one will negotiate to, you know, like my non-negotiable deal in me, that you cannot stop my joy. Kuja na visirani zako huko, lakini hautakasirisha. You know, decide. You have to decide. Like, you know what? Even if you're angry, I know you maybe you've handled other things out
out there.
I know you'll come out of it, but it will not stop my joy. Because let me tell you, someone will ambukiza you to be angry.
Yeah, completely.
And then so when they're angry and you're angry, how are you going to handle that house? How are you going to be in that house? So do not allow his pain to cause you pain. Oh, okay, I know there's some things that maybe like if you're going through a sequence or season of something, but do not allow anything to steal your joy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Let it not be negotiable.
Because
joy, the moment you decide, my peace, my joy, maybe you've decided, I want to go back to school. He tells you, no, that is me. You are not going to stop me.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to school.
And I think that's something you need first and foremost to have discuss. Spoken to yourself and discuss with your spouse that these are my 9 negotiables.
Yes.
And that's before you even say I do.
Another thing is your faith.
Exactly. That's a non-negotiable.
You have been going to church.
Yes.
You know God.
Yes.
He will not tell you don't go to church.
Or serve in the church.
I will go to church. Know? You met me going to church.
And serving.
You met me serving in church. You met me, giving my tithe. So why should you stop me?
Or supporting the work of God.
Why should
now
you stop
when we get married, you say,
we have to agree.
Non-negotiables.
It is non-negotiable. I have to serve my God. I have to worship my God. I have to do my service to God just the way I was before you met me. So you are not going to stop me. Those are the things that you have to discuss with your partner to be, that you are not going to stop me to serve God unless I'm incapacitated.
Yeah.
But just like that, no. Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. And I think that it's very important, all these things you've spoken about, is very important to first have your own conversation and meeting with yourself.
Yes.
So that when you are, as you get into this relationship, as you begin maybe courtship and getting to know one another, these are your stands. This is who I am.
Yeah.
You understand? You already know who you are.
Yes.
Because you see, many people enter into a relationship when they don't know who they are.
Self-identification.
Exactly. You have to identify, who am I? Self-develop yourself. Self-actualization. Know who you are. Love yourself. Know your purpose in life.
Yeah.
So that when you're getting into this relationship, you're not going to become another man or another woman for that matter.
Yeah.
You know who you are. You know what God has called you to be. So that this marriage or this union will become richer, because both of you already know who you are.
Yes.
You understand?
And you respect even his boundaries, while he also respects your boundaries.
Yeah. Because many of us,
clearly stated,
many young people have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
And that becomes a problem. Yeah. So that's something that is very, very important. And as singles, they should learn these things.
Yeah.
So if you're a single person and you joined us today, I think it's important to think very, 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 very intentionally on those things that we have talked about, so that as you enter that relationship, it will become something that will become richer. It will enrich both of you, and it will enrich that marriage that you're intending, and so that in all things, you can bring glory to God. So that was what we had for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Tune in next time for Matters of the Heart and more for the singles. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.